Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're back in World of Warships with Goafan, or Aurelian in his Texas. Goafan, of course, the lead developer for Star Wars Interruptum, a Sins of a Solar Empire mod, and myself in the Minekaze in a tier 5 and 6 match on Trident. So this is going to be one of those fun examples of how, well, basically how you can derp your way to success. I do horribly in this game, and yet wonderfully at the same time. And you'll see exactly what I mean throughout the bat. I make so many mistakes and get away with them, and that is, well, I'm still kind of figuring out the Japanese destroyer line. I have the American destroyer line figured out pretty well, but the Japanese destroyer line, not so much. So here I am in wonderful Minekaze, and there's Aurelian. Well, we're just going to call him Aurelian because that's what he is here. But again, it's Goafan77 from Star Wars Interregnum. So Aurelian in his Texas, me in the Minekaze, and I'm going to try to keep him screened from enemy destroyers. Now, whether or not this will actually work remains to be seen, but it's what I'm going to try to do. Hi, Aoba. Bye, Aoba. Alright, so I'm going to start off kind of heading the same direction as that Mutsuki over there. Aurelian is going to be turning right. Yep, he already has. So I'm going to join him and head right as well, eventually. Once I figure out where I want to go. Yep, there we go. Now, you'll notice each side has 2 aircraft carriers. So one of my main concerns in this match is going to be trying desperately not to get spotted by those aircraft. And you'll see on the mini-map, I have 2 dotted circle lines around my ship, and the smaller one being for aircraft detection range. So as long as I can keep enemy aircraft outside of that range, I won't be detected. Because the Minekaze, well, I'm pretty much sailing a glass jaw. If I get hit, I'm gonna suffer the penalties, and I really don't want to suffer the penalties. So our 2 forward cruisers between ours and theirs have opened up fire against each other. Wow, their carriers are already making strikes against ours. Our ships. Molotov took one of the 4 torpedoes, and there's a lot of squadrons over here. Looks like they are going after our friendly Mutsuki. Now, trying to torpedo a destroyer with aircraft is a tricky proposition, but he's tried anyways. And yes, our team pointed that out in chat. And of course, the Mutsuki is not going to take any of those torpedoes. Yeah, just simply outraced them. Aircraft torpedoes are much slower, and I have fire incoming! Those aircraft did spot me for a short while. I was able to get behind the island before any real damage was done. Whew, that could have been a lot worse than it actually was. Alright, what the hell am I going to find coming out of this? Ooh, a Cleveland. Gonna try to jump up and oh, Mutsuki, and I'm detected by the Mutsuki. Crap. It's a lot of potential firepower that could be coming my way. Alright, so while turning and trying to just get the hell out of Dodge, and there's a Cleveland opening up. Oh, could have been a lot worse. Trying to increase the range. Wait, what's that sound? You hear something? I swear I heard something here for a second. No, dang it! I hate it when those islands jump out in front of you, son of a... This is the first example of a really bad derp moment from here. But thankfully, that Mutsuki was not following me. If he had followed me, that would have been my death right there. Because that Cleveland and the Molotov over there would have totally just ruined my day. Pay attention to what's going on around you, folks. Don't drive around with tunnel vision like I did there and run into an island. So there's my first derp moment that I got away with. If you need an example of what not to do in a destroyer, there you are. That is a perfect example of what not to do in a destroyer. Don't run into an island. Or better yet, don't let an island jump out in front of you. It's just not going to end well for you. I'm trying to get a torpedo spread off on this Congo here. Aurelian has kind of turned around at this point. He's had too much incoming fire from these enemy ships. Already taking quite a bit of damage there. I smoked to try and... there's the Mutsuki. Alright, so I'm going to slow down, hide in the smoke. Especially since that torpedo squadron is coming. Oh, back up, back up, back up, back up. Oh. Okay, so... Again, better lucky than good. That aircraft carrier player dropped his torpedoes slightly too close, and I only ended up taking one of them, thankfully. Otherwise, that would have ended my match right here. So, chalk that up. That is the second lucky moment of when I did something stupid and did not die. I stopped without realizing that torpedo squadron was incoming. Again, perfect example of how not to play a destroyer. You're welcome, folks. I'm here to help. And those torpedoes look pretty good against the Cleveland. He takes one on his aft. Is he going to take any more from those? And hello, Mutsuki. You're awfully close. Yep, he does. Cleveland does take a second torpedo. Alright. I'm going to try to bracket where this Mutsuki could possibly go with torpedoes here. And it looks like he is lining up torpedoes himself now. And I get the Mutsuki. He was too worried about lining up his torpedoes that he didn't turn for mine. And there are his that he lined up, and I am able to avoid them easily. Oh, okay. Again, better lucky than good. That was horrible. Could have been horrible. Could have been a lot worse, really. I got away with 3 glaringly bad mistakes there. Wow. That could have been really bad. Could have been really, really bad. Alright, so 4 torpedo hits, 1 kill for a devastating strike, and 36,000 points of damage, and... yep, that's more torpedo bombers. Turn in, turn in. I see these ones. And close the distance. Yes! Close the distance just enough to hit the torpedo before it armed. And unfortunately, in doing so, I was forced to hit an island. So this is kind of a mistake, kind of not a mistake. Those torpedoes didn't really give me any other place to turn, so I had to turn in, and unfortunately do hit the island, and they score a dive bomb hit on me that could have been deadly, but thankfully wasn't, and I was able to repair the fire. So I'm sitting at a whopping 2,440 health, and he's gonna try to torpedo me again. I know these carriers are right down in this corner, but I'm not gonna play around with these torpedo planes. I'm going to continually turn into them, and he's looking for a good angle to drop, and at this point, strangely enough, the Ryujo, he gives up. He knows I am within killing distance of him and the Bogue, and he doesn't want to bother trying to sink me anymore, so he sends his squadrons away, and that opens up me to close the distance. Not quite sure what he was thinking there. But, oh well, I'll take it. He's got dive bombers coming in. I'm assuming he thought he could just, dive bomb me to death. So I turn, don't present a good target for the dive bombers. Well, they didn't drop there. And since I'm detected and there's aircraft anywhere, I turn on my AA and immediately get an aircraft kill. Couldn't believe that. And since I have the premium damage control ability, it was off cooldown, and I'm able to repair my engine damage right off the bat. and I open up on the boat. And there is a friendly Cleveland here with me as well. And I shoot down another plane. Now, the Minekaze does not have very good anti-aircraft guns. So the fact that I already have 2 aircraft kills is rather stunning. And I do continue to open up on the Ryujo. I want to get it before the Cleveland does. That would be ideal. More incoming. Those are fighters. No big deal. Cleveland's got shots going out a lot faster than I can put them out. Trying to get just a decent torpedo range on these, and I see these planes coming, so I line up in between them before they even drop and easily avoid them. Now these torpedo bombers, since there's 6 of them, could be a lot more dangerous. More dive bombers incoming. Bo hit me with a secondary hit. Wow. Oh, that could have taken me out. Thankfully, damage control is off cooldown, and this bow, just nowhere to go, is gonna fall to my torpedoes. Boom. Second kill, 3 more torpedo hits, and that was really close. Wow, Cleveland got the Ryujo, and I got the Bogue, and now I'm just gonna try to get at least another plane kill before going to play anywhere else. La-di-da-di-da. Of course, when it's not important that I kill planes, I get plane kills. And now that I'm actually trying to get plane kills, oh well. Screw plane with plane. And right when I decide to leave and stop trying to shoot down planes is when I get another plane kill. So 3 aircraft destroyed in a Mutsuki that does not have good AA at all. And this New Mexico is sailing alone in the enemy cap circle, so I'm gonna go say hi. Very, very politely go say hi. Those aircraft are still just circling around back there. Looks like the Cleveland is gonna go try to milk some aircraft kills. And I'm gonna A, both get in the cap circle to threaten the enemy team, and B, try to get hits on this New Mexico. Why couldn't this battleship driver be one of the ones that just drives around in circles? I don't understand. But it could be worse. And he does take a hit from those torpedo bombers, and he does have to repair. So he's used his repair here. This is going to be important when he uses his repair and when he doesn't. Because it's him versus me and that Cleveland over there. And our aircraft carrier, if our aircraft carrier is able to survive. And here's where I make another mistake. I'm in the cap circle, threatening the enemy team, and oh, that's not good. So New Mexico takes another torpedo hit, and he is currently flooding. And I left the cap circle. Well, that wasn't what I wanted, but I tried. And you see in chat our friendly carrier desperately calling for help from Aurelian. But Aurelian is in a Texas. It is the slowest tier 5 battleship. Yeah, as he just pointed out. And he now has that enemy Congo that has made it up to our cap circle to deal with as well. Okay, now if you look at my damage counter is no longer ticking up. So the New Mexico used his repair ability again. So if I get a torpedo hit on him right now... Oh, if I get a torpedo hit on him, he's just going to keep taking damage. Oh, our friendly carrier and the destroyer are dancing the dance of death up there. Aurelian's trying to sink the destroyer while engaging that Congo, trying to keep her cap reset. Might have to see if he's got his replay on this too, because he had kind of a interesting... And Aurelian does get the destroyer kill. Unfortunately, the destroyer also killed our carrier. Aurelian tried all he could to save the carrier, but to no avail. This battleship just keeps driving around in circles. It just haven't been able to get many torpedo hits on him yet. Come on, come on. Oh, those were close, but no. Again, he avoids all of them, and Aurelian just managed to reset our cap. Now, I really want to stay in the cap circle this time, because if Aurelian can't get that Congo kill up there, we need to cap before they do. So once again, New Mexico turning, not going in a straight line. Trying to bracket where he could go, but at 6.5 to 7 kilometers, it's just, well, just not working to my advantage. And Aurelian is doing a hell of a job keeping that cap reset. Doing damage, doing consistent damage to that Congo up there, and the New Mexico is a good battleship player in this New Mexico. He is doing exactly what he needs to not take torpedo hits. Alright, come on, come on. Some of these have got to hit. He is now under fire from the Cleveland as well, and he's repairing. You can see his health counter ticking up just a little bit. Oh, am I gonna... Oh, and there's another Derp moment, ladies and gentlemen. I left the cap circle, so now I desperately need Aurelian to kill that enemy Congo, because I may have just screwed up really, really bad. Now those torpedoes were much closer. Oh, I'm detected. In order to stay in the cap circle, I had to get close. Battleship played this perfectly and went straight for the middle of the cap circle, guaranteeing that I'd be in detection range. Well, now, you missed it just a little bit ago, but that New Mexico actually did use his damage repair. That friendly Cleveland actually managed to set a fire on the New Mexico. So the New Mexico, unfortunately for him, used his damage repair ability on one fire set by the Cleveland. Took 2 torpedo hits from me and caused flooding. Now, look at my damage counter in the upper right. It is ticking up. That battleship was unable to repair my flooding. It is still flooding. Now, he had over 12,000 health. He still had a lot of health. Is he still flooding? Yep. 109,000. 110. Still ticking up. Only 57 seconds left in the game. Will he be able to repair, or will I get the kill for this? We are heading points, so it is a victory regardless. Both our Cleveland and Aurelian in the Texas are doing what they have to stay alive. They're north. They're not engaging. We've already won. But can I get the kill? Yep. Oh, worked out perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Couldn't have asked for a better ending to that, even though my many, just stupid mistakes in the Minekaze that I got away with. So let this be a lesson to you. Don't screw up in the Minekaze. That could have been a much better game for me if I hadn't have derped so bad and so many times. Between hitting islands, stopping right in front of torpedoes, and leaving cap circles when it was desperately needed for me to stay in them, don't do what I did, folks. Just don't do what I did. So let's take a look at the post-battle results. So did come out with a victory with 117,000 damage dealt, 10 torpedo hits, 3 aircraft shot down, 3 destroyed, and of course that one battleship sank via flooding. So I got the flooding medal, the liquidator medal, 2 devastating strikes. I loved that battleship at the end, being unable to repair. Absolutely perfect. Now, on the team, I did top off the team, even though I made so many glaring mistakes in the Minekaze. Japanese destroyers can be very forgiving. They have such low detectability range. Topped off the team here with 2,139 points, several medals. Aurelian in the Texas doing an excellent job up north, trying to protect our carrier and resetting the cap, most importantly. Gets second on the team with 1,881 base experience. And as you can see, flooding did 24,384 damage with flooding. Just massive amounts of flooding done to that New Mexico. Now, I did actually fire the main battery a few times. Got 7 hits for 3,000 damage, but 10 torpedo hits for 90,000 damage. Loved that. Loved the ending of that battle. Even though, as I said, if you want to learn how not to play destroyers, come watch my channel and I will show you. Will happily show you. So I hope you enjoyed that Derp Kazi game, because I definitely derped a little bit, but hope you enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed this mission. And if you liked what you saw, just hit that subscribe button. Let's help the channel grow, and I can get more videos out faster. And we will see you next time. Outer Exodus, out.